Gavin, a 2-1 defeat to Potter's Bar. At this stage of pre-season, the results probably don't matter so much. What are the main takeaways from this one?
I think from the point of view of the game, I think our stats are 12 chances. I think that's what the statisticians come back with. We scored one, and some of them are very easy chances. I have to pay tribute to their goalkeeper. I thought he was outstanding today, absolutely outstanding, especially in close proximity. I agree. The results, I won't remember the results in a few weeks' time, but and they actually don't matter because they don't mean anything. But they do matter, I think, to the supporters who turn up, and we should be a lot better at putting the ball in it. And quite frankly, we shouldn't be conceding the 2 goals that we do. That's the situation. So, in respect of the in-between, I think there were some good things. I think there were some poor things, and there's a lot for me to take away and try and work on, and try and bring back onto the training pitch, or indeed for Braintree on Tuesday. We're indebted to Potter's Bar bringing us down here and invite us down. That's brilliant. And we wish them all the best. It's a game we should win. It's a game we don't win because we concede 2 really poor goals, and we could try to miss quite a few chances. Although we must pay homage to their keeper.
3 games in now, it's been a slightly different formation. How do you feel that's working for Town at the moment?
I think there's work to do. There's definite work to do if we persist. We're having a look at it. That's what pre-season's for. It's never ever a true reflection of what your team is, and sometimes what your shape is. Quite a few boys from the academy out there today again. You have to look at those bits and pieces. But there are some really pluses for the shape. And there's some things that we've got to do a whole lot better if we're going to compete week in, week out at National South.
You mentioned the boys from the academy. With the new season, 7 substitutes coming in, is there a chance we might see a bit more of them in the coming weeks?
I'm absolutely all for it. If it's the right thing to do and you're developing players through your system, and it's something that I've been passionate about all the way along, then if it's the right time. You just don't do it as a given, because sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't work. Sometimes it can be too early, but if it's the right time, then I'm absolutely for it.
And we started off with 45 minutes for most of the players. Now we're moving up to 60 minutes. How are the players getting on? How are you feeling in terms of the amount of time they got in their legs?
I think we're where we want to be with the conditioning side of it. I think that's important. We're probably not where we want to be with our tactical side of it at the moment, albeit we should probably win the game quite comfortably. But we're certainly not there. So there's work to do, and that is what pre-season's for. There's absolute work to do. Now my challenge is to the players that they've got to come in and they've got to knuckle down, because performances are not where we want them, and they wouldn't be where they want them either. So they've now got an onus on them to knuckle down, come in and listen, and to put us in a good place for the first game, which is what it's all about. That's what pre-season's all about. You don't get anything in pre-season, no points, no nothing. It's about getting yourself up to speed, and we've got 3 weeks to be able to do that, and a few games left.
And finally, as ever in these pre-season games, there's lots of trialists. Any updates on trialists, signings, etc.?
We let a few go in the week, is the truth. What we're doing now is we're backfilling, if you like, with the academy really. Tom's still here, as we saw out there, and we'll speak to him over the coming day or so. But truthfully, most of those have gone now. They were good lads, really good lads, and a few of them were really, really close to getting deals. But the fact of the matter is that we're now narrowing it down to a squad. If we need bigger numbers for match days, as you say, 60-30s, etc., then obviously the academy boys are coming more into play now.
Great stuff. Thanks for your time, Gavin. See you Tuesday.